It's just absurd. That's what Julie Roginski is up against. The Joy Reids of the world, the Sunny Hostins of the world. She's still railing on. We played this for you, but listen to SOT 15.
Finally, we talk a lot about these different demographics and these assumptions of where they're going to go. Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the border.
It's
the border
misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep. And they were begging people to care about it for years. We need to take some lessons.
That's what that was.
The lessons are not
Knock,
misogyny,
knock.
sexism.
Who's there? Oh, my gosh, it's Whoopi.
Oh, we are back with Megyn Kelly today, who, in the wake of Donald Trump's landslide victory in the 2024 election, what was I saying? I've already lost my plot. Anyway, the liberals are melting down. The View are melting down. Everybody's melting down. Although the meltdowns have been quite mild this time around, but they're still trying to point fingers. Who's to blame for this terrible loss? It's a mystery, but this Alyssa on The View just said it has to do with the border, but immediately all the other yentas on The View said, no, it's misogyny, it's racism, it's this, it's that. Let's see what Megyn Kelly has to say.
Misogyny. See, I love this. I think this is great news for the normies, because those people cannot be convinced out of their sick ideology. And so, again, they'll lose every election from now until they get ostracized out of the party altogether. I mean, and then there's the true radical left, who's gone beyond all the identity issues. I mean, don't get me wrong. The person I'm going to show you is 100% wrapped in all of them, but like genuinely believes the Hitler fascist stuff, like is distraught because they really think Hitler just got reelected. Most of them were just pretending, but then there are the ones who genuinely believe it, like AOC. Take a listen to AOC in SOT 26.
We are about to enter a political period that will have consequences for the rest of our lives. Let's say peers in history of mass movements of people that mobilize to protect one another in times of fascism and authoritarianism. And this is the era that we are poised to enter. Donald Trump has talked about turning the military on U.S. citizens that he deems his domestic political enemies. Authoritarians and people that he affiliates closely with and strongmen abroad in regimes like that, it is not uncommon to jail political dissidents or legislative opponents.
Oh, the stormtroopers are coming. Oh, this is hilarious. I think Megyn Kelly's absolutely right. I just hope all these Democrats and liberals and leftists and progressives, I just hope they keep on with this rhetoric, because as Megyn Kelly said, it's just going to do nothing more than wake up the normies. The normies are waking up. I think they were already waking up en masse to all this nonsense. They're fed up with it. The election results clearly gave a mandate to the fascists and the authoritarians and the Nazis and all that to do their worst in America. And yeah, the leftists and liberals and progressives are running scared because the stormtroopers are coming, apparently.
One of the most prominent Democrats in America. She's gone. I don't know what's going to happen to AOC. Her district went more than double digits to the right in this election. She may have a very limited time left. And there was talk about AOC becoming a senator. It's not going to happen. New York, the state of New York, never mind the city, which is the most blue part of New York, moved double digits to the right. She's not going to be a senator. What the Democrat Party needs right now to save itself is moderates, normal Democrats, like the ones who listen to this show sometimes. I know, I hear from you. I read the emails. If you want to send me one, it's Megyn@MegynKelly.com. And some are my friends. Some of my friends are still Democrats, and they're listening to me right now, and they know I absolutely adore them. They they don't know what's happened to their party. They're not on board with all this shit. They may play along here and there, but they're not on board with all this shit, and they don't want this nonsense. So they certainly don't believe that fascism lies. You know, they're normal Democrats who are like pro-choice, and they're really worried about the environment. And they think the Democrats, at least the Democrat Party of old, used to be better for them on tax policy. It used to, Mitt Romney's party would favor more, they thought, the rich and tax cuts and not them, with social safety net programs. Everything's done. That's all done. That's yesterday. That's yesteryear. It's a new day. And that is why today and yesterday, we've seen Bernie Sanders all over the news saying things like, is it any wonder that the Democrats lost the working class after years of abandoning it and not caring at all about it? And now they're really hand-wringing over how are we going to win elections with only the smart people. It's going to be really hard. It was a lot easier when we had the dumb ones. That's how they view the working class. I mean, speaking of Sunny Hostin, you saw that yesterday. They're uneducated. You know, it's great when they vote for us, but they're dumb. And it was wonderful because we could just fool them right into voting for us. But now somehow they've been wrested away from us by this maniac, Donald Trump.
Yeah, I remember the Democrats of yesteryear for sure, because my entire family, as I've mentioned in other videos, my entire family are those kind of Democrats, you know, old school, what I would call old school Democrats, boomer types who think of the Democratic Party as the party of working people, pro-union, pro-environment, you know, anti-war. I remember that Democrat Party. Yeah, that was the whole thing. And in their mind, you know, the Republicans were more business-oriented, that sort of thing. And they might argue on, yeah, how to apply tax breaks and whom to apply them to. But it seems that Democratic Party is long gone. Just much like the Labour Party abandoned the working class in the UK, so the Democratic Party in America has completely abandoned the working class, ordinary people, you know, ordinary decent people who have ordinary views, which on both on, you know, economic and social matters and cultural matters too. Yeah, having the ordinary views of Democrats from when I was young in the 70s and 80s, those would be considered right-wing extremist views now, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah. Democrats so far don't seem to be showing much introspection about why they lost. If Bernie Sanders did indeed say what Megyn Kelly said he said, then he's right. You know, Bernie Sanders is a populist, I guess, and he's right. The Democrats have completely abandoned their historic base and have suffered in the most recent election because of it. I think there's more to it than that. It's not only have they abandoned their historic base as their historic base of the working class, but they're just pushing all this woke nonsense, all this trans ideology, all this, you know, the state knows better what's good for children than parents know what's good for their own children. All that stuff, the schools, the colleges, and of course there's the wars going on. Democrats apparently are the warmonger party now. It's just amazing to watch them self-destruct like this. But good riddance. Now, we'll see what happens with the Republicans in charge, of course. You know, they are still a political party. But let me know what you think about Megyn Kelly's little analysis there, what you think of the Democratic implosion, and what the Republicans will do. Will they actually get anything done? Will Trump actually get anything done? Or is he just going to be beholden, like all these politicians, going to be beholden to his big-time donors? We shall see. But let me know what you think. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's very important, and it really helps me continue growing this channel and making more content for you.